Nothing. Unless this crowd is at a fever pitch. So I leave it in your capable hands, sir.
All right. Here's the deal, guys. You don't get Jensen and Jared until they can hear you rocking. So let's show them a little rocking.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Nice entrance, boys.
We've seen Rob so many times, we're like, I don't know what it feels like to like come in from the back of the auditorium and dancing on him.
The only difference is you're not nearly as winded as Rob is. What?
I'm winded and I didn't even do it.
He's winded just watching us.
Yeah. I'm going to make this official. Vancouver and the rest of BC. Say hello to the boys who shoot the show right here in your backyard. Mr. Jared Padalecki.
Hi guys. How are y'all, eh? See? When in Canada. Oh, do as the Canadians. It's good to be back in Vancouver. I've been high. How are you? Good. It's good. Well, I'm here. I've been high. He's been high? I've been high. They're up to you. Hi guys. Sorry, I saw some walkers. Anybody's first convention? Nobody? Welcome. Love you back. Welcome to our cool, crazy family. Some of you know, some of you don't know, we just started shooting season 13 about a month ago. As a matter of fact, I think it was exactly a month ago as well. So.
Yeah, well, some of us are shooting, some of us aren't.
What's it been like? What's it like?
Well, I don't know, let's ask. Is there anybody out there that actually has in the past or is currently working on the set of Supernatural right now? Anybody? Are you back? Did they put you in the back? In the nosebleeds? Yeah. Told you we'd look out for you.
Hey, they can give
Is
us
that, oh, we got some more over here?
All right. Oh, all right.
Hey, all right.
What's up, guys?
Can't hide forever.
Yeah. They're not trying to hide. They're sitting right there.
Oh, hey, whoa, hey, yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah, although a few of you I'm not going to claim.
So we are surrounded by,
So we have the real heroes of the show peppered in throughout the audience here. Because even when the story isn't about the brothers, which generally means we have time off, right now, obviously Jared does, he flew in for this.
and I do it again.
But even if both of us are not currently working, those guys always are, and they keep the show running day in and day out, and it would never be remotely possible without their expertise. So thank you to those guys.
All right.
Except you, Brad.
Thank God for Brendan. We're not going to make you guys wait forever, so let's go ahead and get some questions. I think you all can stand up. So, hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, how are you?
No, you're well.
First, I'd just like to say that you guys are like super awesome, and I love you guys both.
Me, though, right now.
Yeah.
You're super
Yeah,
awesome.
Jared, actually, I've been watching you since like 2000, since like the Hot Girls came out. So like.
You can't drop the mic after somebody else says something. Don't drop her mic. That's... Not even the first question, my head hurts.
Liz is so mad at you.
Okay, so my question is, if you guys could play any female character on Supernatural, which ones would you guys play and why?
He's already got it.
I guess Castiel is ours.
The car.
You know, there have been a few characters. So I sort of have played I guess demons don't have sexes, but I guess I played the Meg demon, and the amazing Rachel Mine was here today. But I think a neat character to play would be Charlie. Like Lord of the Rings nerd, Star Wars nerd, Harry Potter nerd, so I like those.
Just nerd. And covers it.
Jensen, you're mocking the entire audience.
I like Charlie. What about you? If you say Genevieve, I swear.
No, not Genevieve. Ruby. I'm just kidding, that's disgusting. I would play Becky. No, in all honesty, I think one of my favorite female characters on the show, and is largely in part because of the person who plays it, is Rowena.
What about you? If you could play any female character on the show, what would you play? Oh, come on, you can't ask the question and I'm going to
Jody knows his little sister.
I'd probably go with Meg.
Meg? Yeah. Meg is from here. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, I waited years to come here, so I'm a little nervous.
Oh, cool.
So my question to you guys is, what episode did you guys have the most fun filming out of all 12 seasons?
If you say I know what you did last summer, Jared, I swear to God.
Well, I've had a pretty unique relationship with this show. So I was able to film an episode where I was a husband to my real wife, and I was also able to film an episode where I was an accomplice of the murder of my wife. So, depending on the day, sometimes it's like Wednesday, sometimes it's season 5. No, honestly, I think, in my opinion, as far as the most fun to film, it would be one of two for me. They were both really nerve-wracking, but I would say, and they go back and forth for French mistake and changing channels.
Woo!
And there's so many. There's episode 200, there's Baby. There's so many, but as far as like making fun of ourselves and making fun of everybody else in the movie, I think those two kind of stand out.
Yeah, I like the ones where we kind of break off and do stuff a little out of the ordinary.
What episode do we not do anything out of the ordinary? Not the ones where we're killing zombies.
That's ordinary. Flip on any television show now. I think I saw a zombie on Law and Order the other day. Baby, just because it was so unique and so different. I know it was
Oh, y'all just like to hear him say baby. Give it a rest.
baby. I think for several reasons. One, I know it was a technical nightmare for our crew, but the fact that they not only got the job done, but it was, in my opinion, one of the best episodes we've done. It was just really cool to do something different. I also I like the funny ones. So Yellow Fever. I guess I like the ones where Dean gets to be a little bit more comedic. So Yellow Fever regarding Dean, even though it turned out to be tragic, it was kind of funny getting there.
I like Dog Dean too. Thank you for your question.
Hey there.
Hey, bud.
So my question is, if you guys could do like any kind of a movie genre, what would you do? Because I personally think that Jared or Jensen and Misha should do a rom-com.
Yeah.
I direct that.
You've never directed anything.
That's my point. I would direct that.
That's what it'll take. That's the scenario. You're like, no, can't pass up this opportunity.
Please. I personally am pretty scared of the comedy. It's intimidating. For those who know me personally, I love to joke around. I love to goof around. I love to have fun. I love to make people laugh. I love to laugh with and at other people, at the show, with everybody else. But it's intimidating to try to do that in a scripted fashion. So I probably wouldn't do a comedy. But I kind of love what I'm doing now. So if something like Supernatural the movie could come around. I guess I love the escapism of movies. I always like the James Bond movies, the Star Wars movies, and the Harry Potter books. I didn't see all the movies, but the Lord of the Rings books and movies. So I love creating a different world where we all get to go and kind of delve into another psyche, another planet, another truth. So it'd be something along those lines. But then, meantime, I would be directing a rom-com with this guy and wherever Mishkevich is.
I've said it before, I'd love to do a Western. / rom-com with Misha. I mean, you know what they say, give it to them in a way they don't expect it. I just threw up a little bit. I just want to say that.
Who's gay? And when are they saying that?
You know,
I don't know.
you know.
Thank you for that horrifying visual. I will, that's going to cost me years of therapy. Thanks so much. Thanks, man. It's hot up here.
You guys are world travelers. Is there a place you visited or a culture you've encountered that's awed you or changed your worldview?
I love Brazil. I don't think there's really any one specifically off the top of my head that comes to mind, but I do have a funny story. So when I went to Rome for the first time with Genevieve, I don't necessarily speak Italian
At all.
and so we would go to, like, we bought the Foders and Frommers and eyewitness guides to the back roads of Italy and stuff, and we would go to these hole-in-the-wall restaurants where they didn't speak English. It wasn't very touristy, and we didn't really speak Italian, and so they'd bring food, and I'd eat it, and man, oh man, it was good. And then they'd come out, and they kind of, in broken English, be like, how is, you know, I could tell they were asking how the food was. And the only thing I knew to do was to go like, which to me meant like, oh man, that was amazing. Like, that was, and they'd always kind of give you a look like, and walk away. It wasn't until I got back home from Italy that I learned this means like, go to hell. So, or like, F you. And so they were like, how's your food? And I was like, walk away. I got back stateside and I was mortified. I was doing that several times a day. Just walk down the street and be like, your pants. Those shoes you have on. And they start thinking about like, what's the giant American dude?
It's weird he adopted the culture, so now when we're out here in the States or in Canada, he's like, how was your food? It's like, it is so good. You're not doing that, Jared.
Yeah, so, sorry, that's what kind of came
I think if you travel wherever you travel, those experiences should impact your life. And if they don't, then you're not traveling right. I would say one of the most impactful travels I had was to Japan. And for many reasons, but one of the major reasons was just it was such a different culture than I was used to. That it was beautiful, and it made me appreciate the diversity of what different cultures bring to the world. So yeah.
Hi.
How do you think you most connected with your character, Sammy Lee?
That's a good question.
Hair.
Tall.
Both tall. You know, I kind of touched on this earlier in my, I almost said on a private.
He touches his
My
friends.
private debrief, but There was something, Sam always, it's been a long time, but Sam, to me, the more I read the script, the more I got to kind of form an opinion on who I thought Sam was. Sam was never really sure who he was. He thought he knew who he was, he thought he knew what he wanted to be, but he was still searching, he was still learning, he was still listening and reading. He committed to a bunch of different things before he finally found out sort of who he's okay with being. And I think Jared went through a similar kind of genesis. And not really knowing where I wanted to be, where my space was, where I was allowed to be. Sometimes people, I guess I'm a poster child of this, don't necessarily believe in themselves that they can do something or be something or affect somebody or tell a story the proper way. It's really intimidating to be an actor sometimes because I've known actors. I know actors and actresses today who are 1,000 times more talented than I am, 1,000 times harder working, 1,000 times more attractive or taller or built or
times taller.
maybe not taller.
How?
No, but so it's you feel a certain responsibility. Like I want to do justice for. There are a lot of people. There's some in the audience today. There are a lot of people who put in a lot of hours to help make Supernatural what you guys see for 42 minutes a week, 23 times a year. I mean, there are over 100 in Vancouver, not counting Los Angeles. And whoever the investors are that invest in the company in the first place. So you feel a lot of responsibility, and I guess I had a tough time believing I kind of live up to it. I think like Sam did, like he didn't want to be a part of who he was and who John were, and he kind of accepted that he had a role to play. So I kind of grown along with Sam, and now with love from y'all guys, and a little bit of learning from Sam, I kind of am finally happy with what I am. So thank you. Jensen and Dean are both bow-legged.
Yeah.
He speaks the truth. I don't know, I think I find a lot of similarities with the character in myself, and I also find a lot of dissimilarities. So it's, I guess if I was to pick one, I would say, I'd say myself and Dean share the same kind of ultimate moral compass. We're always, I always feel like I have the desire to fight for the good, and to also defend those who can't defend themselves. And I love that trait about Dean. He may not always go about it in the most pleasant way, but I think at the end of the day, his heart is always in the right place, and I feel like I share that with him, and I do enjoy that characteristic. So, there's one. Okay, hi.
So the show's been on the air for a few years.
Yeah, you telling me?
Yeah. You've had a few different showrunners over that time. My question is, how does a change in showrunner affect your day-to-day work on set?
Jensen?
It shouldn't really affect, it doesn't really affect the day-to-day work. It's more of just what the work entails. You know, the storylines, you know, how the brothers are interacting with each other, how they're interacting with other characters, what other characters come on the scene to play. So I think one of the great things that we've been able to get from the multiple showrunners that we've had is a common denominator of quality. I think that the shows continue to kind of stay true to itself throughout 12 years. You know, sure, there's an argument to say some seasons were better than other seasons. I agree. But I'm not done. But I think over the whole run of the show, the work has always stayed pretty consistent, and I think that that's just a testament to what Kripke established all those years ago, and it was a platform and a roadmap for these other guys and gals to follow.
I think another thing that we had that we lucked out is that Sam and Dean didn't exist before whatever, September 15, 2005.
The Fish or the Brothers?
Sam and no, the Fish. Which is to say, like, I love superhero movies and TV shows, but they have to fit the character that's been written. We, Sam and Dean.
No, we wouldn't have this problem if you said Dean and Sam.
That's just Dean and Sam. So Dean is Sam and his older but shorter brother Dean. We really were able to be a part of the creation of these characters, which is unique in a show like this. And I think there were so many factors that went into it. One of which was all the people who were creating the show were 1,200 miles away in a different country. Granted, it was USA, but they sort of got to know. They didn't get to know Jensen and Jared before they got to know Sam and Dean. So we sort of, and you never know that. So I feel like we were, it's not tangible, but I feel like we were pretty integral in who the characters were. And I remember when French Mistake came along, and they were like, and they were like, hey, we want you guys to play yourselves. And we're like, well, I don't know how I feel about that. I just have to play Sam Winchester. And he said the same thing. He's like, okay, I can play Jensen Ackles, but only as Dean Winchester playing Jensen Ackles. I'm not going to play. We never, as much as the show has broken the fourth wall, Sam and Dean have always been Sam and Dean. And so we've been able to be a part of creating our character. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Dude, you took a left into like Crazyville about 30 seconds ago and lost us all.
We started out in Crazyville. Currently, we're like in a different universe or something. That's very true. I'm gonna let Jensen finish this off.
I don't know where we are right now.
Neither do I.
Stop this. Basically, when you started talking.
I did too. I'm sorry. So you like get on slack. Kind of carry it on.
It was just one noise.
So that having been said, to bring it around full circle, I feel like the showrunners. Look over there. The showrunners who, from Ricky.
Are you still talking about the show?
All the showrunners have already been a part of the show and they know who Sam and Dean were, so our day-to-day didn't necessarily change. Right, Jensen?
I said that 10 minutes ago. I'm sorry. We're going to need yes and no questions from now on.
Yes, thank you so much for your question.
Thanks.
If this isn't yes or no, can it be A, B, C, or D?
Yeah, multiple choice.
Sorry, they're all the
I
same.
fully support you, Jared, on Sam and Dean. But I just want to say, it's truly an honor to ask you guys a question. Like, I'd never dreamed I'd be able to do this.
Awesome. Well, that's our honor to answer the question.
Yeah. But I wanted to ask you, Jensen, I'd love to.
No, you said it. I just sit back quietly and watch the destruction.
It's been fun.
You just already said it, you can't take it back.
We're like,
I'm all yours.
Alright, well, I'm gonna say
Please say baby again. Please say baby.
I honestly loved when you did the episode.
His
Thank you.
for what?
Since you liked the episodes I directed, isn't that what you said?
No, she didn't finish her sentence. You can't just say
Yes, she
thank you.
did.
I didn't hear it.
Did you guys hear that? Yeah. Just keep flicking her off. That's.
With one of my personal favorites being Soul Survivor. I watch that one all the time. Just because But I was wanting to know, are we going to be seeing more of your directing in season 13?
No. Thank you for the yes or no question.
You take direction very well, though. So when he does come back to direct, expect a phone call.
No, we're all filled up. I opted not to this year to spend more time with my family. But I do hope to get the opportunity again in the future. So we'll see.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Jessica Jared. My question is, since we saw the Samuel reappear at the end of season 11 in Don't Call Me Shirley, where has Dean been keeping it?
Wouldn't you like to know?
No, I'm done.
We have to wait for our Netflix season to reveal where.
Hey, why did the TV cross?
That's not not yes or no necessarily.
Hey, Griswold, are you going to keep a tree there? No, bro, I don't understand. Did they start drinking at breakfast?
No. Why none of the rest of us did?
He doesn't want this to be the butt of the joke. Nor do we want to make an ass of ourselves. But maybe there's somebody in the rear of the auditorium who knows. Look at us all day.
Oh, we got the comedy elbows.
All right, okay.
There appears to be a back door.
All right, enough of the facts.
Hey, what's your favorite planet?
I'm plugging this.
This is the point on set when they usually call for a second meal.
Rump roast?
I mean, the little points on this.
Just answer my question.
It's probably in the trunk. I need a water. No, stop it. All right, moving on. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. I was wondering, as actors, what would be your absolute worst nightmare role or character to play? And would you do it if you got a chance? It's a challenge, right?
What's the one thing you would never want to do that you would get to do if you
Rom-com with Misha.
Gosh. You mean on the show or just any?
No, like in life. Like if you're a
any
real
kind of
person,
character.
it could just be like a kind of character or a particular story that you would want to tackle as like a huge challenge.
Did you say Rapunzel?
We would love to play Rapunzel.
You have the same eyes.
Yeah, Rapunzel's awesome.
I heard someone say German dungeon porn.
I'll take a serious stab at it. I probably wouldn't want to play a heroin addict, somebody that I mean, like you look at these. Who was it? Christian Bale, I think, did a character. Was it The Machinist? Where he the mechanic. Where he lost so much weight, and there's those roles out there that actors can commit to that, in my opinion, are really bad for their health, and also something that maybe takes you mentally, not just physically, but takes you mentally to a place that's hard to recover from. You look at Heath Ledger and the Joker. And even though that was a comic, based on a comic book, and Batman's been around for a long time, Jack Nicholson actually said, "Be careful. This character gets you." And so I'd be weary of any character that would take me to it, that would force me to go someplace mentally that I couldn't recover from. That I think scares me.
Yeah. I have all of the respect in the world for people who do portray these types of characters, and as mentioned, I am grateful that they can help tell a story and shed light on whether it's a historical event or something. But I feel like you'll have a really difficult time playing like a racist or a sexist or misogynist or someone who is anti-LGBTQ or white supremacist or something, because the way I approach acting and I approach roles is there are, I don't want to speak in hyperbole, but there are a million actors who can be cast in a role. That might be a bit much, but the only thing I want to offer is my own experience and find my own truth in that. And I understand it's important to tell stories. These people exist in reality. I just don't want to go there. I don't want to try and find similarities or judgments that I don't want to go. It's just kind of scary to imagine trying to humanize somebody that I think is capable of inhumane actions. So that having been said, like when you look at Inglourious Basterds or something, Christoph Waltz, he plays this horrible character and adds a humanist characteristic to it. So I appreciate what he does as an actor, but I don't think I'm as talented to be able to do that and turn it off. He's such a master of his craft. He does it. It's like, okay, I can tell this story to somebody else's. I always feel like I want to tell my story, maybe selfish, but yeah. So maybe just somebody hateful or judgmental, whatever you want to play.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you could choose what happens next for Sam and Dean, what that future would look like, if you got to write the next season or something like that. What would happen?
Who sent you? All right. Do you have
It would involve a very comfortable chair
Lots of nips.
and a nice view and a bottomless drink.
Yeah, essentially that. I wish this for everybody, but I wish this for the boys. I wish they had peace. Whatever that peace is, I think we're all after, right? This is why, and Dr. Paulo this applause with booze, with an OOS, not an OOC, but which is why I think the boys have to die. Not right now. I'm saying, like, I don't see them at peace if they know people are in pain or getting hurt or killed. I feel like they have devoted their lives to helping others. And there's some degree of sacrifice and some absence of peace, but I feel like, I mean, if Supernatural ended and it was just like Sopranos, right, a diner shuts off, you'd be like, well, what are they doing now? If I'm a bank, I'd be like, well, who are they helping now? What's the latest in their saga? So, I don't know. Luckily, I'm not a writer.
I don't think we've ever seen. I'm trying to think back. I don't think we've ever seen an expression on either of their faces of total peace. There's been moments of peace, where the Christmas episode, or there's been where the brothers have had moments that are genuine and nice, but there's never been
song, like laying on the ball against that moment of resting.
But that's just kind of resting between. That's like the calm before the storm. So there's always something on the horizon that's going to take that moment away from them, and they're aware of that. There's never been a moment where maybe they're looked at each other or had a look of just we're done. And I think that would be if that day comes, that'll be a pretty special moment. Yeah.
And we hope you're there. I said, and we hope you're there. We hope y'all are all there with us.
My question is, when it comes to effects in the show, do you find it more difficult to work with practical effects or effects that have been added in later?
When it comes to effects on the show, is it more difficult to work with
Practical or visual effects?
It used to be more difficult to work with visual because of all of because of the lack of technology that we had when we first started. We had an entire half stage devoted to green screen. And so imagining the world that is going to be laid in later and reacting to things that aren't actually there physically did pose a bit of a challenge. Because the technology has advanced so much while we've done the show, we no longer have a green screen stage. And all of the visual effects are laid in our practical sets, which is great.
Other than Impala, we haven't done green screen since like the Looney Tunes. What was that called?
Oh, Brad, you remember the last time we did green screen? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I would say now it's more difficult to deal with practical effects because there's certainly more room for error. We're waiting for some wall to crash down or some thing to explode, or there's human error that can be problematic. And also, if something does go wrong, we have to reset everything, and that a lot of times takes time. Now we have a great special effects crew, and they're super efficient, they're fast, and they get things done, and I trust them. But at the end of the day, they're setting up. We've got to wait for the gag to happen. Whereas now visual effects, we can just shoot, and they're like, yeah, we'll take care of everything later. Fix it in post, as it were.
Like gunshots are difficult sometimes because obviously there's no safety person where they're saying it's going to let you hold a gun and shoot at or near somebody. So a lot of the gunshot effects we have to use is either Jensen or me holding a gun, and then we'll do this as if we just shot a gun, but somebody has to watch and wait for us to move our hand like that, then we'll just let that blows a light bulb or something. So it's literally timing. Sometimes the light bulb is broken, or the thing fusses out and it blows too early, or it blows too late, it doesn't blow at all. So I think practical is just like he said, more room to err.
Thank you so much.
That makes sense. However, it's much more gratifying to see something blow up in person than when the show airs. It's like, oh, that's what that explosion is going to look like. Hi.
Hi, I'm quite new to Supernatural. I'm on season 4 at the moment. And
Episodes or seasons?
no, season 4.
Oh, got it.
My daughter introduced me to it. And
Welcome. Where the hell have you been?
But what I really like...
You asked people, you should just put, I'm only on season 4 on your shirt. Because they were like, oh, do you remember when so-and-so died? And you're like,
who's so-and-so?
So what I'm enjoying at the moment are the scenes with Dean and food. Do you stop eating?
yes, Dean goes on a diet around season 17.
What I wanted to ask is, do you get to choose what you eat, or do you just eat what the script writers tell you to eat?
Well, it's usually a happy medium. If what they describe in the script, we'll try to accommodate. If it's something that I truly think is disgusting, then we'll try to get something similar, or, you know.
What was the worst thing you ever had to overeat as Dean? Caramel?
Green beans.
The turducken.
She's not there yet.
She's like, I don't know what that is.
But now
Well, now you know. Spoiler alert, the turducken. Yeah, that was, and it wasn't that it was awful. It was that
made to look nasty. They wanted to look.
Yeah, they actually brought in like a food. What do they call them?
Food artist or something?
Stylist. Food stylist. Thank you.
Is anybody in here a food stylist?
Culinary student. Okay. So they brought in a food stylist and created this thing. And you know, she asked me if there's anything allergic to, or you know, if there's anything that don't eat, or I was like, no, I eat everything. So knock yourself out. So I forget what it was made of. It wasn't turkey and duck and chicken.
I don't think it was meat based.
I don't even think it was meat based. Yeah, like give me the turducken for crying out loud. I don't know what this is. But they did that in order for it to look gross. And I remember I had to eat so much of it. And it was like every take I was supposed to be inhaling this burger. And it was just like take after take. I think I ate like 6 burgers that day. And the problem is, if you take a bite of something, no, it was not. It was. If you eat something at the, and we're pretty good. We've learned a few things over the years. If you wait and take a bite at the end of the scene, then you can into the bucket when they don't cut.
Sexy, huh?
But the problem was is I was supposed to be eating off the top of the scene and then have dialogue and then eat more and then have more dialogue. So I was having to swallow it. So yeah, just imagine eating 6 non-meat burgers in the course of like 3 hours. It was not a good day for Mr. Jensen Ackles. Yeah. No. we suffer for our art. Okay? Thank you very much.
So I'm a little new to the show so far, but I honestly.
How many seasons?
So far, I've started out at the beginning. I've been jumping around just to get enough info,
All right.
so I don't.
Welcome again.
How dare you! Blasphemous!
She doesn't want to be surprised by your Duncan. I take it.
But my question is this. So I've seen that you guys do themed episodes from every now and then for homages to different works of fiction that aren't supernatural. And I was really wondering what you guys think an Alice in Wonderland episode would be like.
Wow.
Let's find out.
Just you 8, season 14. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
That's actually that's a really good idea. I don't think we've done anything even remotely close to that.
Yeah, I wonder if, and not to be unromantic, but I wonder if it's just because Alice in Wonderland might not be owned by Warner Brothers. You know? But again, we'll put in a good word. Good idea.
Yeah.
I just wonder what you guys would think.
I think it'd be awesome.
Shut it up.
What?
Gingerbread?
Juju the rat?
Juju Rats.
Is the rat named Juju? Is that character in Alice in Wonderland?
It came from over there.
No, who's Juju the rat? Oh, you should direct. You should direct Juju the rat.
Yeah, so later in the season we'll have Jensen directing Juju the Rat.
And it'll be a show loosely based on Alice in Wonderland. That's awesome. Thank you.
Juju the Rat. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I wonder. How are you? I don't know about this Juju the rat. Hi.
Hi, thank you for coming, appreciate your time. I have a multiple choice question.
Oh no.
A, B, C, or D? Who has the anti-possession tattoo? Jensen, Jared, Sam, or Dean?
What?
Who has the tattoo?
Well, C and D have it.
No. D and Sam.
C and D.
S and D. What are you looking at? Are you chafed again? What's happening? We do not have those tattoos.
Yes.
Our characters do. So I'm confused. What's the right answer?
C and D.
We did good.
Well, that was the easiest. Man, I wish SATs were like that.
There are.
That easy. I'm gonna high five your face.
Thank you for a reasonably easy question.
You're welcome, thank you.
There you go. Hey! You know what that means? You're ready. That means it's the last question. We are there. It is that time of the day. Hey, Robbie. Yeah. It's the last question. It's the last question. It's the last one. It's the last question. It's the last question. Heard my song. It's the last question. It's the last question. It's the last question. Ain't no more. It's the last question. We're wrapping it up. It's the last question. It's the last question. Almost over.
Supernatural family. Say hi
Yeah, great, Jared. But what's your name?
It actually is Sam.
I'm confused. Is this a multiple choice question again? C and D.
C and I. So Sam, you are our last question, so you get to get dragged up on stage by C and D. You get to ask your question and see all your family out there. See all your family.
All right, we did it.
So what is your question?
I was wondering how you think your younger selves, like before you started Supernatural, would react if they were told like the impact you've made on the world, like as of today.
I know that me personally, I would probably not believe it. But what I also would believe is the fact that the world is at a meaning you guys. So I would say pretty floored. Yeah. There was no way that we could have ever predicted any of this and any of this, front of the house, back of the house, all of it is, we're still finishing ourselves 12%. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll basically just second that and say he and I are just two guys who wear makeup for a living and with the help of some people.
Well, some more than others.
We're stuck up here in Vancouver, which is a good place to be stuck, but it's you and it's them and all over the place that I've been building this day in, day out. So honored to be a part of it, but didn't do it alone. So thank you, Sam. Guys.
Richie. How about that, guys?
I'm with you. Why the hell stay when they've already gone? This is like wait for the door. Blow this one horse town. Jared and Jensen are over. Forget it. It's all over. How special and fabulous was that? Was it everything you dreamt it could be and more? Remember when you looked out at the audience? He was looking right at you. You know it. They don't know it. They don't get it. You get it. and we get you. And Robbie likes your bottom. So we're gonna take a big break. We're gonna go hang out. We're gonna chill out.
Get some grass.
We're gonna do grass. We're gonna make some grass, some pie charts.
And then we're gonna come back with Miss Ruth Connell.
Ruth Connell. We'll see you in there. Go get some fresh air. You know you're verklempt right now. You're all flutter. Go regain yourself. And while you're doing it, check out Rob's bottom.